Nadi. Thanks for joining us for this extra special AMA as we break down the launch of Shping 2.0. As always, I'd like to thank the community for the amazing support and sending in the questions. It really means a lot that everyone here working at Shping knows that they've got the backing of this great community. So, without further ado, the number one question, has Shping 2.0 launched?
First of all, yep, I would like to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are. Thanks for joining us for this AMA, and I'm also very excited to speak with our community about the launch of 2.0 that we're gonna talk about primarily about today, and answer any questions that came in through different channels from our community. So to answer your first question, Tristan, today the 2.0 app was successfully published in all the app stores and already available for all of our app users to use. The way the 2.0 is going to be released to all of our app users, it's all done on the anniversary date. So the way our system works is that when someone joins the platform, the date when they install the application, that's the initial anniversary date. And which means that if those who've installed the app for the first time on the 5th of a particular month, it means that they'll roll over to 2.0 on the 5th of September. So basically over the next 30 days, every 1/30th of all of our community, the app users will be migrated to 2.0.
Okay, so let's spend some time talking about 2.0. Why is 2.0 important?
So for us, 2.0 is a natural progression. So 1.0 was more of the MVP, which we have developed to test out our assumptions. So like any startup, you come up with an assumptions with something that you believe is going to create value for different stakeholders, but those assumptions needs to be tested and validated. And that's what we've done with 1.0. We've developed an app initially with a very basic functionality, but then over time we've started introducing additional functionality, and we were evaluating what value this functionality brings to both stakeholders on the other two sides of the platform, the app users on one side and the brands on the other side. Have this functionality been used? Has it created value? Is there an ROI based on the pricing model that we were planning to introduce? So the 1.0 was mainly about testing out all of the assumptions, see if they prove to be as effective as we were hoping they would. Is this product has a future to grow and become the world #1 shopping companion app? So that's was the 1.0. Now that we've learned and validated a lot of our assumptions, have learned something new, have actually opened new opportunities for us that we didn't think existed before, we are moving into 2.0, the growth phase, something that is prepared for the rollout to a greater community and for the greater adoption.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what's the major difference between Shping 1.0 and 2.0?
So in terms of the concept and the ideology of the application, is probably very similar. We have improved and implemented a lot of the improvement in the existing functionality that we have, built some additional functionality that we'll probably talk about today about as well. But so similar directions, better user experience, improvement in both the UX and UI, improvement on the backend, the efficiency, the granularity of the data we're extracting from every transaction that's happening on the platform. So it's just the next step, but in the same direction.
Okay, and so the differences, there's new functionality in Shping 2.0. What are the new functions that we're getting in 2.0?
So there are many things that we're actually releasing, and the letter is going out, I think, on the 15th to all of our app users with the big list of new changes and new functionality that is introduced in 2.0. So I guess 2.0 is a bit more complete. So it's like we have joined number of dots that now it's a more complete picture is presented, and it's a bit more universal, more applicable in all different stages of the shopping journey. But to sort of from the top 3 or 4 features that I think worth mentioning, one is that we've completed integration with Coinbase Wallet, which enables Shping app users to move their earned rewards to Coinbase Wallet, and then if they choose to just store them there, or to trade them for another cryptocurrency, or whatever they would want to do with those coins, or maybe move them to another My Ether wallet or any other wallets they choose to. It gives them this flexibility. So that integration, I think, is very important and very beneficial for the app users, because we are able to achieve the off-chain transaction, which means that any amount of coins can be moved across without incurring a fee. I know that cost of the gas fees have dropped dramatically from where they were like 6 months ago, but still, when you're talking about the rewards, you don't want to lose any of it, and you want to try to maintain whatever amounts you've managed to earn. So with this integration, app users will not lose even one coin when moving coins from Shping app to Coinbase.
And what does that mean for Shping itself? So what were we trying to achieve with this integration?
Look, we are a blockchain company, and we always understood that we need to be very progressive, but still relevant and being able to be used by our audience. And within our audience, we have different type of app users. Some are very crypto savvy and technically savvy guys who really familiar with the cryptocurrency, how it works, how to move tokens from one exchange to another exchange to their wallet. But also we have a lot of consumers who is not really familiar with the blockchain and the crypto space. And for them to be able to use the app and to get benefit from the use of the rewards that they're earning, we had to make sure that we simplify or automate some of the processes that still would be challenging for them to perform, and make it relevant for them. So we're trying to cater for sort of two audiences, those who are familiar and those who are new to crypto, and make it relevant and beneficial for them to use.
Okay. Let's move on from Coinbase and talk about receipt mapping. There's new functionality there.
So with the receipt mapping, it's something that we already had. So app users could have uploaded their receipts. Up until now, we really stored the receipt as in the digital format, with the view that one day we'll introduce full data extract from the receipt, which we are doing now, and it's obviously very important for us as the platform that brands relying for to get better market insights and being able to talk to the right audience based on their shopping behaviors. So therefore, getting data from the receipt is extremely important, and we've been working on it for the last probably 2 years, getting it to the level to the point where it is now. And now we're able to extract all of this data from the receipt. However, the next step is we need to map the data that we've extracted to the actual product. Because, for example, Coles can use an abbreviation for a particular product on their receipt, and we need to translate that abbreviation to a name of the product or to the product barcode GTN. So that mapping needs to be done once, but for hundreds of thousands of products. Up until now, we've been doing that ourselves. So at the back end, we had a data validation team who is looking at every new strings of characters and mapping them to a barcode, which is time consuming and not really scalable. Now we've enabled app users to help us creating this mapping. Not only it helps them to earn more rewards, because that action also rewards them for helping us to create such mapping. It's also helping us to quicker reward them for particular purchases, because now app users get rewards for every item on their receipt. So it's like when you upload your receipt, you get like a mini cashback on every single item that you purchase, regardless whether it's a partner brand or non-partner brand of ours. Obviously, with the partner brands, this cashback is even higher, but you get rewarded on every item. But in order for the system to process that reward, we need to make sure we can recognize that particular product and know what product been purchased. So consumers, the app users, they can actually now help us to process this data, which makes us a lot more scalable, and we can improve our data recognition and data integrity a lot better and faster than we could have before. So for us, it's a very important feature, and we really hope that consumers will like it as well, because it's very cool to be able to contribute and enhance the platform that you're using, but at the same time earn rewards.
Amazing. And you've also touched on partner brands. I know that there's something in Shping 2.0 called booster products or booster items. What can you tell us about that?
So one of the, I think, good problems that any platforms in crypto space could have is the rapid growth of the token value. And we've been fortunate to experience that last year. So the token value has increased, which resulted in many of our app users having quite a substantial balances in dollar value of coins in their wallets. The way that Shping has been designed to make sure that we protect the coin price in terms of the large amounts being dumped on the exchange during the cash outs, we have limits that are specially introduced to control the coins coming into the exchange and going out, the buy and sell. And because of those limits, it means that they were not able to cash out all of the balances at once. And some balances are quite substantial that it will take a while for them to be able to withdraw. So the idea of the booster is to enable us to create additional demand for the coins and allow people to cash out more coins at any given time. So what we've done, we introduced a booster, which really a campaign where a brand could say, we want to assign or set up a campaign on one of our products. And if anyone buy these products at any of the participating stores, they're gonna pay a fee, which is used to buy additional coins. And that purchase of the additional coins allows us to increase the cash out limit for that particular user. So as a consumer, you can buy specific products and increase your cash out capabilities on that particular month. And we already have a very good and large portfolio of great brands on our platform. So some of our consumers may choose to swap brands for a similar brand only because that particular brand gives them increases their cash out capabilities, and therefore create a benefit for themselves as well as for the brand.
Okay, and look, while we're on the subject of brands, the last couple of months we've spoken about Pepsi, Asahi joining the platform. Have they stayed as clients after their trial?
So we been, I think, also quite fortunate that we have a very good retention rates with our brands. Brands usually see great value in a new way of talking to the consumer. It's a new interface between them and the consumer, something that they've always been lacking. And both Pepsi and Asahi and a lot of the other brands that we've introduced lately, they all stayed on the platform. They all continue using the platform, and we hope to leverage those relationships in some of the upcoming PR activity as well.
Wow, let's touch on that. So now that the app is in a really great position, and with this upgrade, what does that mean next for Shping?
As I mentioned, we're moving to our growth phase, which is very exciting. We feel that the app is ready for greater exposure. And currently we're sitting at about 300,000 app downloads, just over 300K. We're looking to get to 750 app downloads within the next 9 to 12 months, and which is more than double our current downloads level. But also we want to improve the retention rate, or the frequency of use rate, which means that to not only have more downloads but have more active monthly users. In terms of the marketing approaches, we're going to utilize a lot of the standard channels that most of the startup early stage companies would leverage: PR, social. But we also have a very smart and quite unique and new way of working with influencers. I don't want to talk a lot about it, only because it hasn't been fully launched, but because of the unique position where we are, where we talk to a very large audience of people that a lot of influencers are also interested in, to be able to be known by them, and the influencers also have their own audiences. There is a lot of synergies where we can help and provide Shping as a platform for influencers to reach their own objectives as well.
Okay, all right, 2.0 done. Will there be a 3.0?
We, like any company in this space, probably the ideas that are born a lot faster than you can physically get them out. And in fact, 3.0 is at works. It's actually going to be built on a new framework, and the work on it already started. So, and I wouldn't want to give any dates, but it's sometimes away. But between 2.0 and 3.0, there are going to be a lot of the interim releases as 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, with the major release of 3.0 that at one point is going to be introduced.
Great. All right. Well, that brings us to the end of the questions from the community. And just before I throw to you to wrap up, I just want to say that I'm super excited about the next steps for Shping. It's going to be amazing, and I'm glad we've got the community to come along for the ride.
Look, I can only say that I would like to also thank everyone for being with us. We have a lot of community members who've been with us from the day one, from the ICO, and we really appreciate the trust, their support, and we really hope that they'll continue with us on this journey. We have a long way to go and a lot of exciting and interesting things to do. So hopefully you'll be with us together with other new members who is joining us, which we all welcoming and happy to see them in our community. Thanks everyone, and we'll do the next AMA towards the end of August, and we'll make an announcement for that later. Have a good weekend and speak soon.
Thanks everyone.